Hi guys, good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing an extra episode in the middle of the day. I just received it like couple of hours back. This fragrance, new perfume. I was very excited to get this, and I'm also waiting for the new camera. I forgot the name actually already. So that third or the second flanker rather is not really arriving quickly. But once I get that, I'll review it. But today I have a fragrance from this is a sub brand of Armaf or under Armaf. This called Elite Risala, and the fragrance called Kefi Frappe. Okay, I think that's the name. I saw this. This looked very interesting. I saw some comparison. I'll compare that. I will talk about this fragrance initial impression. I will give you update on 2 hours of wearing. I'm wearing this on my hand. So those who are coffee lovers definitely can check it out. And I saw on YouTube not much review or talk about this. This one needs to be talked. Okay. So this fragrance, I bought it from Scent Zone recently. In Bangladesh, they brought many Latafa, let's say the niche line of Latafa that is more expensive. And they bring a lot of these Middle Eastern houses, also designers, niche, not so much, but their best thing, the service, The owner is very, very kind and their service is very quick. I always get them in instant delivery. Also, their prices are the best. So Scent Zone, you can see, I'll leave a link below, you can buy from them. So I'm enjoying midday, very hot, man. I have some deliveries to do, some orders. I'm enjoying papaya, not very sweet, but okay. But my favorite fruit is watermelon all the time. Luckily, this one is very sweet. So I'm enjoying those. After that, I'll go for work and then the evening walk, okay, after maybe an hour or so. So time is around 3:30 here in Dhaka. Let's start the review and see what you get. So this fragrance comes in 100 ml EDP concentration with a very nice packaging. Price is $25 max, okay, plus maybe shipping and all that, okay. So the box looks like very sturdy, okay. I don't know how many they have from this line or if it's a new line. Those who know, let others know. All the information at the side. This is nice pattern going on over the box, very solid. And then base, there's nothing much. Inside the bottle stays like that. This reminds me of house of Amouage, sometimes those niche houses. And also this one is the batch made, I think 2024 December, okay. So very new fragrance, almost 2025 release. The bottle is very beautiful. It reminds you of certain bottle. Definitely I brought out all the bottles because this is inspired by clearly by Kilian's Angel Share or these lines they have, okay. But from the side, this is not really like a round shaped bottle. But previously you have seen like this one's Maui, Moj, I think what was Appletini, right? That one is more of a Angel Share bottle, but that is an apple brandy on the rocks do. This one, it has this yellow sort of color, got this nice little pattern just like that Angel Share bottle. Looks like wavy pattern. Reminds me also of Dior Sauvage bottle. Okay, so yeah, pretty nice. I would say nothing crazy, but it looks pretty nice and looks pretty interesting. I like this kind of presentation. They have this name of the company and all that. So they also mentioned the batch code on at the base. So this one, the cap has weight, even though it's plastic. It has good quality. It feels robust, and this one doesn't click into place, but very solid. You can say almost grip. So got good snug fit. Okay. So the name Kefi Frappe EDP. Okay. Basically, let me show you the sprayer. The sprayer is okay, not that great. Shoots decent amount of juice, okay, but it does not feel like a lot of juice comes out, okay. So longevity from this, I've been wearing this for a couple of hours now. I heard from the page when they sold this to me, they said this is brother, this is very good performer, not like 10 hours plus like Ibrahim Al Qureshi or some other Middle Eastern houses, but very solid since this is Armaf. So Armaf, I'm not sure if all the Armafs are strong because some of the Armafs are not very good performer back in the days, but some of the Armafs are also very good. So this one so far going strong, okay. On my hand is pretty prominent after 2 hours, and this fragrance is basically I feel the EDP concentration does justice, but I was getting like 1.5 hour very good projection, but initial blast, when you spray it, the 1.5 hour, it will project more. In my humble opinion, I'll update it, in next few videos. But I feel the longevity from this is going to be solid, but cannot 100% say like it's going to be beast mode, but it's not weak so far, okay. So if a fragrance is lasting 2 hours in this seat, even though I'm in the AC room, but in Bangladesh, if something goes over 2 hours, you can guess like it's going to be a better performer. And if you spray something in Bangladesh, if you go out in the high heat, and if it's gone within an hour, then you know it's a poor performer. So far, performance is that's the update, but I feel it's going to be good. Projection is okay. So this one, the why I got it, I saw the comparison on Fragrantica. There is this link of this product, and they compared this with very popular Camra. Okay, which is, at first they said it's an angel share clone, but I'm thinking no, not really. That's a good fragrance on its own, like a sweet caramel base, like more of a stronger with you, then also what's the fragrance, um by the fireplace replica, sort of like a sweeter version of that. And also I'm thinking like this would be a good comparison. Someone asked already in one of the pages, like Hamra Kawa. This one has coffee. So sorry, let me have some break because the watermelon is kind of cold, so it's causing a little bit of cold. So yeah, let's see what you get. So initial blast, when I spray, this one's supposed to have a frappuccino, like one of the types of coffee, like this, like mocha, frappe. Then what there's this also caramel, these, hazelnut, this, or what's my favorite? I take usually, what do I take? Man, I'm so sorry nowadays, like I was thinking it's just like the old age, but I'm thinking like the COVID vaccination plus the diabetes is causing this memory loss. I have cappuccino. Yeah, that's my favorite. So it's very annoying, because you cannot remember sometimes some things, it looks like I am bad at remembering. No, it's just that all the those things. Anyway, so I think there are a lot of sweet coffees. This one gives me more realistic coffee over the Kamra and Kamra Kawa. I have Kamra Kawa here sprayed on the paper. This is more sweet, and the Kamra, it's less sweet, but it's a nice little caramel scent. But I'll tell you, previously, if I found something like closer to Angel Share plus Kamra, but much more upper class, was this one, Royal Blend Nero by French Avenue. This was my favorite, okay, so far. This is not much of a coffee scent. There is coffee, but it's more of a sweet, like gourmand scent, which I really, really like. Definitely good quality fragrance and definitely smells like niche quality. This is the best so far, way ahead of Kamra and Kamra Kawa. This one, definitely there is a feel of the same family. Okay, let me just tell you what are the similarities first, then I'll say how it's different. There is definite similarity on the dry down. After that 2 hours or so, I'm getting like that Kamra Kawa, but those are sweeter. This one, the similarity is in that dry down, the sweetness. There is definitely same family feel, but here's the difference. This one, the emphasis on coffee is so much more than Kamra Kawa. Okay, Kamra Kawa I think is $35 if I'm not mistaken, could be less now, but if that's the case, this is $10 cheaper. So I am getting like more of a realistic coffee note, and I'm saying like not the niche, like acro, was it now? Name was the acro awake. Nowadays I'm saying a lot of Bengali words. Nam, name, nam means name in English. So I have this French coffee by Al Rehab, I think. Yeah, this one I remember the name. Yeah. So I did review many other coffee scents which are cheaper, but this smells like upper class, like more of a mid-tier budget designer fragrances coffee, and I really like it. This is kind of like a mix of cacao, chocolate. I don't know the notes breakdown. Cacao, chocolate, and I'm getting like especially like on the top of the coffee. Sometimes when they make like hazelnut latte or like frappuccino, you'll see the broth coming up, or froth, not broth, froth. I think the sort of the creaminess, and then sprinkle some sort of like cinnamon powder or something spicy or something nutmeggy, or sometimes the sprinkle of chocolate. They have different things, right? Caramel. So this one feels like the smell of the froth. Okay, not broth. So that coffee thing is definitely in there. It's like a sweet gourmand coffee. Reminds me a little bit of the Salvatore Ferragamo Vomo type of fragrances, which has so much more tiramisu, more chocolate, more leather. This one lacks that depth, but whatever is in there, it's better than the basic tier coffees. And the coffee note smells a little bit bitter, and not to the point of bitter that is off-putting. It has sweetness, mind you, but when you ask me, if, let's say, the comparison to Kamra Kawa is more sweeter compared to this. The emphasis on this is sweet coffee, like a candy. This one is not like candy. This is more of a coffee blend, okay, which you mix with other sweet notes like milk, and it has those feel, but that coffee is more popped. So in that way, I think this is more of a coffee-centric fragrance over Kamra and Kamra Kawa, both. And even I would say this has nothing to do with Angel Share. Okay, this is not an Angel Share clone. maybe one or two elements they borrowed from there, but on its own it's a good fragrance. So those who are thinking to buy this, if you already have Kamra Kawa, that coffee, Coffee Addict, or Acro Awake, some of the other ones, there was one more from the Discount New House, I don't remember, but one of the reviewers who used to review and then also had his house, right, he had a coffee based fragrance which is very good. So, coffee is sometimes like they make it really realistic. This one is somewhere in between the realistic, photorealistic, and the basic one. It's somewhere in the middle. So I like this. For the price, there is nothing much to complain. And the best thing Armaf did, it's a little bit better opening than the Latafo ones. Latafo ones, the camera is a little bit synthetic. When you spray it, you have to give it some time. You don't really spray and then smell. When you do that in Kamra Kawa, every time I got, the Kawa is better, but original Kamra gives me this synthetic plasticky vibe, which is cheap smelling. This one is better in the opening. So for the price, I have not much complaint. And if this performs like the seller told me, brother told me, this is going to be a very good pickup. But if you already have some coffee-based perfume, that's when it becomes redundant perhaps for you, because you don't want to own so many. Like if you're not a collector, no need to get this kind of fragrances because you already have a coffee-based perfume, isn't it? So in that way, all over, there's not much to complain. I just am telling you, trying to think of criticism. So bottle looks nice, price looks good, bottle got good weight, smells nice, longevity perhaps is going to be good. And for the budget, that's when makes it all better. I don't know in your country, if you're watching from some other countries, if it's more expensive, like 35, 45 bucks. I cannot comment, but in Bangladesh, it's kind of cheap. So overall, this fragrance is, I like it. I was expecting maybe a little bit more bitter coffee, but it's okay. It doesn't smell like just the coffee beans. It's not bitter. It's wearable, right? Where would I wear this? There's maybe a vanilla undertone there as well. Okay, so you can wear this for like dating scenarios. If you're going to have a coffee shop visit, cake shop, secret recipe and stuff. You're having dinner, Christmas. It feels like a sweet fragrance. Definitely always is better on the festive seasons. I think in December, January, November, there's going to be a very good perfume. Even in let's say February, Valentine's Day, good. So special occasion, you can wear this. You can also wear this for work. Seems unisex. It seems unisex. Both genders can wear it. But the thing is, if you're looking for some people, I'm telling you, they are at fault. Okay. And I want to say it very boldly. Some people's expectations nowadays are, I want to spend 20 something bucks, but I want something that is better than any niche perfume, anything that will have longevity of 24 hours or projection of 10 feet. These kind of people, I'm sorry to say, the newbies, they have long way to go. And I will criticize a little bit, because if you are expecting a fragrance like Ganymede performance, okay, but you are ready to pay not more than 20, 25 bucks, and that's your expectation from a perfume, like it's going to be better than niche perfumes, you are always going to be disappointed, and because your expectations are not realistic. Okay, so keep your realistic expectations, then you'll be more than happy with this kind of fragrances. Okay, I've seen many people having, like in Pakistani group, I've seen one group, one of the guys, he was having like a little bit of a tantrum. He was like, I tried all this lot of perfumes, and then they are all synthetic garbage and they smell awful. And most of the people, they said, like if you are paying for a clone, you must know like the composition and the ingredients used, not gonna be anything other than synthetic and cheap ingredients. So if you're getting a perfume, you should be happy and grateful, right? So that's how I say it. I don't think most of the fragrances I can say all the same, right? But this one, the quality is definitely there, and I really like this. I'll give this fragrance for the price. If this was 35 bucks, I would give it 8. Okay, since this is $25 in Bangladesh and cheaper, I'll give this fragrance an 8.7 out of 10. Very nice perfume. I actually preferred this over Kamra, but Kamra Kawa is also very good. I'm not trying to put it down. This one also is beast mode. I know this for a longer time. This one is definitely sweeter. Okay, so if you want sweeter, go Kamra Kawa. And if you want more of a coffee, like coffee is a main player, you can try this Frappuccino. I'm not sure. I'm not my big fan of Frappuccino, or I mostly take lattes, cappuccinos, and caramel, and then all those sweet, because I'm diabetic, so I take more sweet. And also there's a little bit undertone of like fragrances like this one. This is called vanilla toffee. There's a bit of toffee note, sprinkled toffee, which I found also in the Kefi Frappe. I'm sorry, there's a new fragrance, hard to remember the name, but check it out if you can get. And even if you don't like it, it's not much of an expensive fragrance. So if you are a fan of gourmand coffee perfumes, you can try it. It's a good, like a nice little new fragrance. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.